Long before the United States existed, before flags, colonies, or even the idea of America, this land was home to millions. Hundreds of indigenous nations, each with its own language, identity, and innovations, created a continent full of trade, diplomacy, farming, astronomy, architecture, and culture. This was not an empty wilderness, it was a world already alive. When European ships touched American shores in the late 1400s and 1500s, two worlds met, neither fully understanding the other. Spain, France, and England came searching for gold, land, and power. What followed was trade, conflict, alliances, and devastating disease that reshaped the continent forever. 1607, Jamestown, the first permanent English colony. It was a desperate gamble. Starvation, harsh winters, and conflict nearly wiped it out. Yet it survived, thanks to indigenous knowledge and sheer human stubbornness. This muddy outpost would eventually spark a wave of English settlements. The Pilgrims arrived seeking religious freedom, but found bitter cold, hunger, and uncertainty. With help from the Wampanoag people, they survived their first winter. New England took shape. Churches, town meetings, and communities built on faith, strict rules, and determination. By the 1700s, 13 British colonies stretched along the Atlantic, yet each was different. New England's merchants, the South's plantations, the Middle colonies' farms and factories. These weren't just miniature Britons, they were becoming something new. Taxes, restrictions, and a growing sense of injustice pushed the colonies and Britain toward friction. Protests grew louder, pamphlets demanded rights, and in Boston, the harbor turned dark with tea leaves as rebellion spilled into the open. The American Revolution was not inevitable, but once it began, it became unstoppable. Farmers became fighters, ideas became weapons, and 13 colonies dared to challenge the most powerful empire on earth. Victory brought independence, but not unity. It took debate, compromise, and vision to create the U.S. Constitution, a document that would outlive its authors and define a new form of government built on checks, balances, and a belief in liberty. The young United States pushed west, relentless and unstoppable. This expansion brought opportunity for settlers and tragedy for indigenous nations. Treaties were broken, conflicts erupted, and entire cultures were uprooted. It was a chapter of ambition and heartbreak. In the 1800s, America transformed. Railroads stitched the country together. Factories reshaped labor. Immigrants from around the world arrived seeking hope and opportunity. Cities grew, fortunes rose, and modern America began to take form. But slavery, an institution older than the country itself, divided the nation. The debate wasn't just political, it was moral. Every compromise only postponed the inevitable. (1861), the deadliest conflict in American history. The North and South collided in a battle over union, freedom, and identity. The war reshaped the land, the government, and millions of lives. And when the smoke finally cleared, nothing would be the same. The Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment abolished slavery. Millions who had been denied freedom for generations now stepped into a new, uncertain world, one filled with hope, fear, and the promise of possibility. Reconstruction tried to build a more equal nation. Schools opened, rights expanded, and black leaders rose to power. But resistance was fierce. Violence, discrimination, and political backlash would shape the South for decades. The late 1800s glittered with wealth and invention, electricity, telephones, skyscrapers. But behind the luxury were workers in brutal conditions, immigrants packed into tenements, and a widening gap between rich and poor. Two world wars pulled the U.S. onto the global stage. Factories roared, soldiers fought across continents, and America emerged not just victorious, but powerful. A new role awaited: world leader. The mid-20th century brought a new fight: equality. Led by courageous voices, Black Americans, women, Latinos, Native activists, the civil rights movement shook the nation. Laws changed, hearts changed, and America inched closer to its ideals. For decades, the U.S. lived under the shadow of the Cold War. Spies, standoffs, and the constant threat of nuclear conflict. But in this tension, innovation thrived. Computers, satellites, and the incredible moment when humans first walked on the moon. The 21st century opened with tragedy and transformation. Terror attacks reshaped foreign policy. Technology revolutionized daily life, and America entered a rapidly changing world, connected, digital, and unpredictable. Today, the United States is a nation of contradictions and possibilities, shaped by struggle, powered by diversity, and always evolving. Its story is far from over, because America is not defined only by its past, but by the people shaping its future. Thank you for watching my video. Please click subscribe to get more new videos. Goodbye.